All right, I think maybe what we'll do with you, first and foremost, we're putting you in max. That has to happen. I'd love to put you in supermax. I just don't have a supermax right now. Second thing we're going to do is get a supermax. So, concrete building, we have 47,000. Thankfully, he shows up now. Concrete building. Let's get right next to this area here. Maybe we'll get like a big building right here. Everything he needs to hopefully stay happy will be right here. We're also going to let him out, and he will then go up and get into this yard, and that's going to be the yard that he's in. And our sniper here will cover him. Can I see his range? Yeah, easily. Okay. So providing suppression, everything all through this. Okay. We need a door here. It's going to be one of these big old solitary doors. Right on the edge is fine. Yeah, right there. And then we're going to make sure we get fence lines and stuff all through here too. So we're going to say fence like this. And then I think... I'm not sure who else is going to be walking through here, but... for now, we'll just fence it in. And I think we'll just put... I'd like to put a big secure door, honestly, but I think for now it'll just be a gate. Yeah, we'll just do a standard gate here so he can walk himself out there. Then we're going to put another fence through here. Yep. And then we'll make sure that this other side has a door as well. We're just going to need to get rid of the barbed wire. So we'll dismantle... I don't think that gate's the one I want. I think I want a bigger door. I think I want walls, honestly. We could do perimeter walls through here instead of the gates. Maybe that's a better play. I could do perimeter wall here and here, all the way up this side, and then like that. For now, a perimeter wall is not exactly a for now thing, but we're gonna make it a perimeter wall. We're gonna make it a for now thing. If we do the thing about the perimeter wall though is that if I put that there, then the sniper cannot shoot. Right? He won't be able to shoot through this. So like all of this is now not covered by that sniper. And that was kind of the point, is to have that covered by the sniper. So it's a waste of money, but I'm gonna go back to a fence. I say it's a waste of money because you pay for this once you plan it. It's very silly, but you pay for it once you plan it. So I kind of lost some money there, but it's okay. We're just gonna take and make a regular fence right through here, and maybe we'll give it a little bit more. I'll just bring it all the way over here for now, I think. Yeah, it's fine. We'll just bring it all the way through here. And then we can also bring that like that. We'll put the staff gate there. No gate there for now. We'll put a staff gate here and a staff gate here once they remove the barbed wire. Yeah, so staff gate there as well. Okay, we didn't really quickly make this, which is kind of hard to do, to quickly make something like that. However, there is one thing I could do. I could borrow one of these to make it supermax for now, since I don't have any death row, and then shift it over once we're done. I could do that instead. So if I was going to do that, it requires me putting all the plumbing and everything through here, though, which is not really what I want to do. I don't think it would be that much of expense, though. If I bring this over like this, I could just get away with putting the toilet right here, you know? And then for the hot water, it's right here. So I have to provide heat in here anyway, you know? So it's not really like I'm wasting it too much here. I could probably go something like this. Not what I wanted to do, bro. Well, something like this, right? And then just kind of there. And then the radiator can go here. And then they're going to end up leaving and going out this way. All this will still be built, but we'll just have a temporary thing where we keep this guy over here. So the toilet will go here, the drain will go here, the shower head will go here, and then we just get a bed. Yeah, so let's move this out of my way, please. Bed. We'll stick a bed here for now. And then I want to have him be somewhat happy. It sounds backwards, but I want him to be somewhat happy. So we're going to put a weight bench in the room. We're going to put metal detectors will go through here. So I'll have that be kind of like in this area as we go up through here. Yeah, actually, it'd probably be better just to put it in here. So quick metal detector going through this area, I suppose. Yeah. And then, I mean, a wall light, I guess, to give him a light in here. We're going to need these lights anyway for the area we're going here. So we'll do that. We'll give him a radio next to the toilet. We'll give him a chair in here, I guess. We'll give him... I can give him window glass, but I'd rather not because he's going to break the glass, right? So... I mean, he won't. I know this is just role play. You wouldn't want to do that, I think. So maybe we'll actually put this window here. Do the same on this side too. Yes, I think that's going to be what we do. Let's have that be a big thing. And then this door should be a secure door. And then eventually this will just not be a secure door. But for now, we're going to make it a secure door. Okay, so we're turning this into a cell, right? This is turning it into a cell for a single inmate. It's big. And then we're going to want staff in here too. I'm going to rehire the couple of guards that I fired. Get 3 of those, so that's 140 guards now. And then I think I probably am ready for armed guards. So armed guards, we'll station them in here. And then we only have room for 2 because we only have 2 lockers, but that's okay. And then what we'll do is we'll have their deployment, their patrol will be just in this hallway area. And I also want them patrolling, I think, through here too. So they're just outside the cell and they're also outside here. And then we'll say the armed guard patrols are here. No, not during a specific time. During all times. There we go. Like that and like that. So that's where our armed guards are going to be stationed. Now, in addition to that, we're also going to want additional guards through here anyway. So we're going to have other guards in here too, just to make sure that they're holding this down. And we'll have them on a patrol in this area as well. So this will be guards on this patrol too. And then this blue area can kind of just be whatever. We'll just have them, roaming around in here. It's fine. Yup. Okay. So Waymark, we can see him. He's red. I'm going to change him, I think, actually, so I can really find him. So he'll be SUPERMAX now. And then what we want to do for you is this will end up being a SUPERMAX cell. We just need to make sure that he has everything that he's going to need. So 2 meal times, I think, is fine. Where is he eating? Well, I don't know how gangs react now to permanent punishments. In the legacy system, permanent punishment on a gang leader was like a death sentence for your whole prison because just everybody's mad all the time and they are always kicking off and you couldn't avoid violence if you did that. I don't know if that's the way it is here, but I know that I can fiddle with this regime just a little bit. So during a lockup period, he has stuff to work with, right? So like he doesn't need freedom. We're going to give him yard time, but that's structured in the yard. We know exactly when he's going to be there and where and all that. So that's what we're going to do there. And I think I'm going to give him 2 hours. Yeah, I think I'm going to give him 2 hours in the yard. So we'll go 2 hours, let's say right before protective custody uses it. Something like this is probably fine. All right, then we go lock up again. If I give you free time, it's not going to matter because I want you in your cell. You can do things fun in your cell. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to switch your eat lockup time to be, I think, 5 to 6. So you eat at a different time. Now, where is he eating? Well, again, I think we could just deliver it to his cell with a permanent lockdown. But if I can't permanently lock him down, then I think I'd like him to eat just right here for now. And then we're going to move that into a different facility here. But I think for now, I'll just have this be the canteen area. And then the kitchen staff got a little bit of a trek, but they can walk down and deliver food in here. And if they deliver, you know, enough meals for several days in one trip, that's good, you know. Okay, and then he goes to sleep. So he doesn't really have a whole lot of freedom here. He's eating and locked up, and that's it. And that's fine with me for now. That's his entire outlook of life right there. Okay, so I want to do that. Now we're going to say deployment. This is a SUPERMAX only cell. For now, that is a SUPERMAX only cell. And this is where SUPERMAX is allowed. However, I want to say rooms, empty room, and we're going to make sure that they are not allowed to cross this line. So effectively, they're not in here. They're only here. Okay. So now this gets to be staff only. This is staff only. This is where our SUPERMAX cells is right here. The Prison Commission are transferring problematic prisoners to other jails with more competent management. I trust you'll be able to handle these new additions with ease. Prisoner reviews are now being conducted on a weekly basis. Okay. Are you bringing me more people now? Is that what we're doing? I'm closed to new inmates, dude. Okay. I'm closed. Do I have capacity? I do. Yeah, I got plenty of capacity. Bring it on. Maybe not people who I have to protect. Okay, yeah. All right. Problematic people, huh? Sure. Just 2. There's just 2 people came off the bus. That's not a big deal. Guards, I need you guys to process people, please. Let's hire a few more guards. We're going to need it. Got 8 more guards hired. Of course, we're going to want them to go through all the programs. Hopefully they don't get ahead of themselves there. Bed, toilet, mattress, yes, enclosed by walls and doors. All the things. We're getting there. It's going to happen. We just have to get all this stuff open. Come on now. Come on, guys. Workmen, you can do this. Yeah, that's all in the same. That's all in the same thing there. Yep. Oh, a sink is a good idea here too. The where is it? The hand, the sink and mirror thing. Yeah. This is a good idea as well. But this in here, I guess there is fine, but that's not where the water is. I think I'd rather put it here. It's kind of where. It's closer to where the water is. We could put the radio there instead. Because the water is running right through here. Let's kind of do that for now. I need to get this guy in here. His needs are going to start cranking up, and then it's going to be very difficult to keep him happy if his needs are constantly building up here. Oh, really? Ex-gang member. 1,000 cut Sims. Yep. All right. If you're going to be targeted, I guess. In the hallway of a staff-only area, though. It's apparently not a staff-only. Well, it can't be staff-only because you have to be able to walk across this. Yeah. So this can't be staff-only. Oh, we got another death. Where is it? Okay, it's another parole officer. Frickin' Zimmerman. Get in there, guys. Quickly. Save his life. It worked. Everything's fine. I mean, sucks to be that person, but at least this guy survived. He used the woman as a human shield, and he lives to tell a tale. It'll be his tale. He's not going to tell, you know, he's not going to say anything about the whole human shield thing. I think probably what he'll say is something along the lines of, you know, I did what I could and they were very strong. I fought valiantly. Maybe he'll go, you know, he'll go into the bathroom really quick and like bang his head on the wall a couple of times. See, he got a couple of good shots at me, but I defended myself. I was very brave. Let's get the servos on these doors. 1, 2. Just so I don't have to deal with... did I mess up the servo? By right-clicking the door? I think I did. Can I just have you open? Can I just have you stay open, please? Thank you. Just stay open. It's fine. Still missing a toilet in here, guys. Come on. We have the toilet. We have the technology. Just get it in there. And then what's going on with this area? Can they not access it or what? I thought for sure I did the fence. Apparently I didn't do the fence here. Sus. I thought for sure I did the fence here. Told him to do some fencing. Right through here. And then obviously we want to put in the barbed wire as well. I don't really think he's gonna, you know, climb the fences, but just to make sure he doesn't. Yep. Just like that. Okay. All these new guys coming in. Oh, man. Yeah, closing that down. So we are at 104 mediums, 74 minimum. That's great. 33 on the maximum. So we're not even full. We're good. They didn't really send me much. I could get away with bringing in more of the others. Let's see, total prisoners. If I go like this, I can bring in like another 20 minimum security. That said, I don't really know if these prisoners that are coming in are because I'm bringing them in or it's because the warden is, or the CEO, sorry, the CEO is bringing them in. I'm the warden. You, ex-gang member, go protective. Ex-law enforcement, you, go protective. Oh my goodness. So many of you to protect. The legendary just sits there. Just sits there waiting. All these guys are just sitting there waiting. Not getting processed just yet. Okay, so this says there's no canteens. So we want to go ahead and take our food distribution. And we're just going to... well, I need you to go here. So I'm going to say... No, I think I'd rather you just get served by the kitchen. I have to actually have a canteen here. Okay. I have to give him a canteen. Fair enough. We'll do that right here then. The canteen does not have a size requirement. So this will be your canteen for now. Okay. Early prisoner reward. That's great. We got paid a whole bunch of money for the intake. So we're now up to almost $80,000 in cash. And that is before these 2 grants are done. Very nice. So we can afford this. I'm getting a canteen set up here. It says there's no prisoners assigned to eat there. It's okay. I think this will get corrected because we have a prisoner here. And, of course, we should see... Uh-oh, where'd he go? He's being taken to his cell, right? Please tell me he's being taken to his cell. I don't see him. I'm a little worried. Where did he go? Where did he go? There he is. He's being taken the wrong direction. Because of course he is. We're going to change your cell. Your cell. Excuse me. Your cell is now here. Yep. That's your cell now. Yeah. There you go. So this is going to be your canteen. And then you'll be assigned to eat here. And then all we want now is to make sure that food distribution is happening so that this kitchen is also providing food to this canteen. No, not just this canteen. Damn it. All of these things, please. There we go. All of those things. Okay. We have a couple of loose ends to pick up still. It is almost winter time, so heat, very important. We have a little bit more piping to do here. And I think electrical is okay, but obviously eventually it's going to be better. We have a lot of these lights and stuff are hooked up to this, which is going to be off once I do that. And that, I'm hoping that would make these things hook up to different connections. I'll have to redo their connections here in a second. But this is how it's all laid out for him now. So his cell is here. Now he's got a bed. He's got a weight bench for exercise, radio for entertainment, comfort for chair. He's got the whole, shower head, drain, toilet, threes thing going on there. Is there any other object that I should put in here for him? I was debating on a television, a phone. He should be allowed to call. He's got to call his family and stuff. Visitation is going to be a big thing too, and I think temporarily, because we don't have a death row, so I think temporarily what we'll do is this this visitor thing that we have to put in here anyway for the parole hearings. What we'll do is I probably want it to be I typically like it like this, which is kind of the opposite of what you'd expect, because the prisoner enters and then he's got to go around the table. But the idea is that if he gets pissed off and he's mad, that the people who are there for the parole hearing, the lawyers and stuff, they have the quickest path to the door, not the prisoner. That's the idea behind it. So anyway, I'm going to put it there so he can have some visitors and stuff too. And we'll call this a visitor's room. And yeah, visitation. I probably don't want just a table, because contraband, they can give him weapons and stuff. But I think what we'll do is we'll just make sure that he is searched. Like pretty much every time he goes to visitation, we'll just make sure he's searched, because this is a temporary thing. That said, this is more permanent, and we'll want those over there anyway. So you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just do it right. So visitor booth is what we'll do instead. And it looks like we're gonna have to put a wall in here. I guess that's fine. That's fine for now. So we'll go 1 and then 2 with a wall in between. That's fine. And then this side will be where visitors come in, and this will be where the visitor's door is on this side. Let's say here. Okay. That gives us a more secure visiting area anyway. I'm fine with that. And then we need to make sure we have all of our guards in here too, because I'm noticing there's not a lot of guards in this area, and I'd very much like there to be all the time guards in this area. Let's say that we just have a couple of guards there too. 1 in here, 1 in here, 1 through here, 1 in there. Kind of spread them out. Make sure there's people over here all the time. Is the storm calming down? Yeah. It's a weak storm now, and we'll just go and get into overcast skies after that. That's fine. All right. Good. Man, gang leader already? It's only video 32. It's like, it's about time is more like it. Because I haven't been really intaking people, but big intake of mediums all it took to get the real badasses in. Now, why are they not getting processed? I just don't get it. We have a lot of guards. We have plenty of guards. I need more to get these guys processed. Are they still chilling here? They are. They're just not being processed. I don't understand. Make it make sense. If 69 guards right now that are available, 27 available, 35 available. They're classified as available, not on break, but available. So what the hell, man? Guess I have to hire more. We'll go up to, let's say, 160. We'll go to 160. Feel free to go get training stuff too, but also process prisoners, please. There we go. Yeah, get them over there. Process them. Move them where they need to go. Okay, and now we have people standing guard here. Where is our not death row? I was gonna say death row guy, but no. Where's our dude at? I can never find it. I can never know where to go here. Right here, waymark. Okay, he's standing here. Bladder, bowels, and alcohol. 3 basic needs. All 3 of them basic needs. Can we get him processed, please? Somebody, please. Process this prisoner. Bring him over here. Into the cell. I would appreciate. All right, the guards had a really busy day because they took forever, but they're finally moving Eddie Waymark all the way over into his new cell, which is already a temporary cell anyway, but he's moving him over here, right? Where he needs to be for at least for now. So once he's past this point, there we go. Now that he's past this point, we're going to go ahead and make sure that's not locked open. And now he's in his cell. Okay. Bladder, bowels, food, alcohol, hydration. I don't have the hydration thing. So I put a dumbbell rack in here for he can get his exercise need. So he can get his exercise need, but I'm going to move that over here so that I can put the sink. I need to put that right here where it's right next to where the water actually is. So we can get that moved. Here we go. Put that there, please. And now he'll be able to get his hygiene or his hydration and stuff done as well, and then inside the cell. Okay. 27 minimum security prisoners coming in. That's good. I like that number. And we're gonna halt intakes from that point so we can keep an eye on this situation and make sure he's not going to be too much of a burden here. Now, I'm also at the same time while that's going on, I'm building on this, and so I just did. And so I'm going to demolish this wall now, and we're going to extend our armory so that I can have more armed guards available. So now that we have this open, we can go in and change this, and it's now going to be armory. There. Yeah, so we're just extending this. I'd like them to go ahead and get rid of that. There we go. Okay. So real quick, let's do the flooring. This is reclaimed rubber, isn't it? Yeah. So we'll redo the flooring here, and then I want to make sure we do guard lockers. Yep, and we're going to put additional guard lockers along the wall on this side, and additional ones on the wall on this side. This is going to open up the possibility to have a lot more armed guards, at least 8 more, so for a total of 10 can exist. The number of SUPERMAX prisoners we're going to have, I think 10 armed guards is plenty. I don't think I'll need any more than that. I already have 2 just for this guy. And I think the 2 that I have is... The armed guards do raise the prisoner's temperature, the danger level, right? So 2 armed guards in service, that will raise the danger that's in the prison. And also remember that these guys have traits that allow them to disarm my guards even. So if this guy gets a hold of a shotgun, that's a problem. So I don't really go heavily on armed guards, but I will use them for the biggest and baddest, if you will. There's basically no chance this guy is ever going to be rehabilitated. So we just have to see what his traits are for the sake of disarming us. And I don't think he has that trait. Volatile, kick off without a warning for no reason. Deadly, sometimes kill with a single hit. The fact that he can kick off for no reason and he can kill on a single hit is just... I hate the fact that they can have that combination. It's very broken. Instigator, he's not going to be near people, so that's fine. Expert fighter, yes, right here. Expert fighter. Prisoner is skilled in defensive combat moves. They can disarm their opponent or even take their weapon from them in a fight. So that's the thing you want to avoid. And he has every trait possible. So, yeah. he can definitely do some damage. Now, some people would turn free fire on in this situation, which is allowing my guards to actually shoot, you know, lethal shots. However, I thought, and maybe it's not here anymore, I thought there was like rubber bullets was a thing. Non-lethal sniper. I really think that should be a thing for the armed guards with the shotguns too. Just saying, that should be a thing. But it doesn't seem to be. We're going to do execution liability here too, because we can. Just because we can. It's $10,000. Let's get it done and over with right now. That's all that does. If you're not familiar with the game, when we get death row inmates in, there's essentially going to be... Hang on. Guys, there you go. Are they upset because their leader's been taken away? They are kicking off. They really don't like each other. I probably should separate them. I don't know how I'm going to do that because that's not within my design to separate them. I could do it in the cell blocks, but to do it at mealtime, not so much. It doesn't let me have that much fine-tuned control over their mealtime schedules. Best I could do, best I could do is just put each gang in its own security level, and I can't really do that. That's not the way this is set up. Yeah. All right. Well, never mind. Anyway, in case you're unfamiliar with the game, I was talking about death row, right? There's going to be a chance. I don't remember what they call it, but there's essentially a chance that their sentences get commuted. Okay. And there's a chance that they're innocent, that kind of thing, right? So they're going to keep trying to, to have their case looked at all the time. And every time they have it looked at, the chance that they're innocent drops to half of what it was. So let's say they come in and there's a 45% chance. If they fail that, then now there's only a 23% chance. And if they fail that one, then there's only a 12% chance. And if they fail that one, then there's only a 6% chance, right? So if they would be found innocent and I executed them anyway, I could be held liable for that. Okay? What this does is it increases the percentage in which I am liable. So, or I guess you could say it's decreasing. So in other words, it's going to lower the number of appeals that a prisoner is going to get before I can schedule their execution. By the base game, I think it's you're held liable for, I want to say it's 5%. I'm probably wrong here. Someone in the comments can correct me. You're held liable if you execute the person and there was greater than a 5% chance, right? And that's no bueno. What this is doing is raising it to 10%. I don't actually know what the percentages are. It's been a while, but we will learn those. We'll see them in the game, but that's the example essentially. So when there's a certain when the percentage that they're innocent gets low enough, then I can do the execution and I won't be held liable even if they are found innocent later. But you have to let it get low enough in order to do that. And that liability research lets that percentage be a higher percentage without me being held liable. So you're supposed to be eating right now and there's no food for you. Oh, good. That's fantastic news. Okay, so snack machine on the double, please, because this guy's about to kick off and it won't be good. And we don't have any solitary for him. I am curious, though, if I take you to lockdown permanent, what does this do? The leader of one of the gangs in the prison is currently being punished. It's your choice how to proceed, but all of their gang members are going to cause a lot of trouble when the punishment is in place. So that mechanic is still in the game. Oh, good. So we have 5 gang members furious. It's only 5. It's fine. We can handle it. I'll end his punishment now, though. I do want him to be able to eat, and I don't want him to be upset. So, if the cooks could maybe come down here and provide meals to this guy. Cooks, if you could maybe do that, that'd be great. It would be nice also to have the minimum security people be able to somehow provide to the canteen. So I think what I'll probably do here is we'll have like a very narrow, like a single door basically, where the minimum security people can get in and provide, you know, meals and stuff for this, and then out they go. And then that way SUPERMAX can eat in a canteen with meals provided by prisoners. I just have to figure out how to configure that, but I think I don't think it'll be a huge issue as long as they have a path that works their way. And then this can be, where is the barbed wire? Barbed wire. We can put barbed wire along there too, in case he decides to try to climb out. And of course, everything is suppressed by that sniper right there the whole time he's moving around. That's going to be a thing too. So when he goes to the yard, which he's going to have yard time pretty soon here after his eat time, which he's not going to be able to get food. Oh, did you get food? I think you got a snack. You went to the snack machine, right? You got to have money though, don't you? You have 558 in cash. That should be good enough. Snack machine. It's fine. And then alcohol he doesn't have. Hydration he doesn't have, but he's going to be in here. Now there's nothing in this yard for him right now. And we're going to actually make this a yard. So this is yard. There we go. That's a yard. And it's 5x5, secure behind at least one door. All the things are good. Yep. And then this is now the SUPERMAX yard. Okay. And then we want this path here is all, this is all shared right now, but I think we're going to make this a SUPERMAX area for now. And then we're going to want, I think, this area to be a staff only area. Yeah. So for the time being, that's how that will work. And that way he is restricted to going, well, he's got to be able to leave, doesn't he? Yeah. Okay, this is shared again, but he's going to have to leave out this door. Then he comes through here over into the yard. He can't go this way unless he's trying to escape, which, you know, we hope that he doesn't try to escape, but you never know with these guys, man. Let's get the camera on them too. Get a camouflaged CCTV camera because that'll fool him. Yeah, he'll never see it coming. He'll never see it looking at him. We'll go like this for now. I think eventually we'll want cameras facing both directions anyway. But we'll put this one right here. And that will just overlook him all the time. I think I want some suppression in here too. So I'm going to put a warden statue in here. Yeah, let's put a warden statue like here. Okay, so I went away to handle some other stuff in the prison. And when I come back, we can see there's a dirty food tray in here. So they clearly put this food tray in through the slot here. And he has had his food for the day. Even though he's not in permanent lockdown, they can feed him through that slot in the door. Which is why we're going to have those doors in all these cells as well. So we can feed them right through the slot in the door. And then we can have, you know, they'll go ahead and get rid of them too. There we go. So now we want to get the CCTV cameras. Let's see, what are you at? 7 connections. Beautiful. We'll just go ahead and pop you right there. And now we have CCTV coverage of his cell all the time. And I think maybe we'll go ahead and lock the position right there. So it is always looking at him and Visitation, who have 100% visibility all the time into his cell. Wonderful. Well, we're still at 100 grand. We still have 2 grants that need to be completed. And that's how things have progressed. Lots more violence. Also progressing with more violence. We're at up to now 430 capacity with 344 prisoners in the facility. We have 45 more cells to make here. That'll bump us up. We also have more cells to designate through here as well. In fact, I could probably just turn these on if I only had some doors right through here. I could just turn that on. Yeah, these would just be cells at that point, so we'll just go ahead and do that. So that'll get us up to 433, I guess, for our capacity. We want to also turn this into solitary blocks because the amount of prisoners we have, that's going to be necessary. So we're just going to go ahead and put solitary doors there. And then let's get additional solitary cells. We're going to be up to, at this point, we'll be up to 36 solitary cells in the facility, which I think is a pretty good number. You know, I don't know what the right ratio is, but I think 10% is usually how I'm like to try and keep it. So 10% of the prisoners you have at any given time can be in solitary confinement. It's usually overkill, but you know, whatever. You'll get like a big riot or something and you'll need to address it. Gangs are marking their territory, making them fiercer when defending it. Send a janitor when it's safe to deal with the mess. The gangs won't be happy about their art being removed. They may retaliate. Yeah, I know. No, there's a couple of tables here. I don't see anything else they're marking. If they're marking other things, I'm not aware of it. But perhaps I should take a look around to see if that is a thing. In case you're curious also, obviously this is a cleaning cupboard, and the former room where we were... Oh, is that so? You've marked the kitchen. I see. Right then. Okay, well, we have lots of gang members in here. That's crazy. You think that the kitchen is yours. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Every single one of you guys that are coming out of here, you're all getting searched. Every single one of you are getting searched. I know you'll be thrilled about that. And then now that the gang members are out of the room, I think we can go ahead and clean it up now, right? So gang, that actually has an effect on them. I didn't see this earlier. It says left click to clean. We're going to do that. While they have the graffiti in place, plus 15% strength to the territory and plus 15% toughness. So when the gang members are in this territory, they get toughness and strength boosts. That's interesting. We're going to tell them to go ahead and clean it up if we can. Those gang members are out of the cell now. I think I might also go ahead and just really quickly have people... If it gets violent, I don't think it will. All the gang members are out of here now, as far as I can tell. Yeah, they might retaliate here. They may not be happy about that. Let's see. One gang members are mad because their graffiti is cleaned. That's not a big deal. I think I'd like to probably clean up these tables too when they're not in here. I don't know where they are, but there's a couple in here. I'd rather not have them retaliate against me right away. But that's interesting that they can mark the kitchen. I mean, any room that they're allowed into, I suppose they can mark it. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that kind of thing. I don't want graffiti in the, in the common rooms and like all these higher valued places. So that's going to change things a little bit here. Gangs are currently at 22. Wow. 22, 20, and 14. That's with all of the gang membership removal we've been doing included. So this would be a gang-filled place if we couldn't actually have people get out of their gangs. Right? We're gonna have to put more effort into getting people to leave their gang. Yeah, and additional training for all my guards. You fought valiantly. I will rank you up. Oh, wait, it's this one, yes. Congratulations, you are an officer now. Who else wants to be? You're doing a good job. You're already a senior guard. Good for you. How about you? No, I don't want to sack you. Wrong button. I'm sorry. I fired the woman. I'm sorry. I swear it was a mistake. I will compensate by hiring 2 of you back. I can't control their ranks. Oh, I can't control their ranks. They're gonna be dudes in hats. Okay, sorry. It's just the way it is. I can't control it. All right, so Waymark's been in his cell all day, and he hasn't kicked off yet, thankfully. He's only a little bit hungry, but he is getting the well-fed trait now. Hopefully that makes him nice and docile, and he goes right back into his cell once he's done eating. So, eat, lock up for the win. The tray is still in there, which is interesting. I've even told them to dump it now, and they're not going in and getting it. They're just too afraid. Or they're just too busy. I think the workmen are probably just very busy. I probably need to hire more. It's quite a big facility. You know, there's a lot going on in here. And I've only got 60, I mean, 65 workmen does sound like enough for this place, though. But if I'm going to be expanding onto it, and indeed I am, I think I need more. So I'm going to hire 5 more to help out with this. Also, let's get up to 165 guards. Let's also go ahead and get 2 more armed guards. I'm trying to be very careful about that, but 2 more armed guards just so they can take breaks and still have where they are on patrol and everything. So let's make sure that that's being done. And it's all over here is all where they're going to be. They're not going to be over here at all. At least not yet. It might end up being over here later, but not yet. Okay, well, this has been an adventure. I appreciate you joining me for it. Thanks for watching my videos. Eddie Waymark, our first legendary gang officer. I guess they call them gang officers now. So, okay. We'll see what kind of trouble he gets into. Hopefully he's just super chill. And, you know, he gets out in 9 years. It's a long time, but hopefully he just gets out in 9 years. Okay. See ya. Bye-bye.